Hey everyone, we're live, and we're going to talk about healthy Thanksgiving alternatives.
Yeah, exactly.
Starting out with some push-ups, but before we do, let's introduce everyone on the Healthy Thanksgiving team.
Kyle Miller, Kyle House Fitness.
Romana Angelis, 5 Year Nails.
Kyle House with Kyle House Fitness.
Yes, so
Kyle House.
we're going to walk you through all sorts of healthy alternatives, starting with a little workout.
Yeah.
Why not?
Ready?
Yes.
All right, go down.
Go down.
Ready? Go.
I'm just going to watch.
How many are we doing?
Yeah, how many are we doing?
10. You guys are almost at 10.
We'll do 2 more.
Okay.
And do flow. Yeah.
She got extra credit. She got extra credit. Good job.
Alright,
Good job.
so you can start your morning like that. If you're feeling good. 10 push-ups.
10 push-ups.
Get you ready to go. Okay, so let's talk about the food. Let's talk about this day.
Yes.
What it entails and what it can do to your body. But we still want to be able to eat, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
So typically the average American is going to consume about 4,500 calories on Thanksgiving Day.
That's like eating 8 Big Macs. So like sitting down at a table and you're gonna eat 8 Big Macs at once, 4,500 calories.
Yeah.
not good.
So it sounds maybe a little ridiculous, but if you think about it, you might have a little bit of appetizers, maybe have a drink, and then going into the main course, maybe going for seconds, then a dessert, and then maybe another drink, glass of wine or 2.
Or 4 or 5
Yeah.
or 6, depending on your family.
Whatever they're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do to get a hold of yourself?
Honestly, you replacing different foods. So my biggest thing, I've made mac and cheese in the past, and I use quinoa pasta and then butternut squash as a cheese. It's a great dish for families, and it's very nutritious and high in all the qualities of nutrients that you need.
Yeah, and I know sometimes you hear something like that, you're like, quinoa, butternut squash,
Yeah.
but it actually tastes good, you guys. Like, if you could try out the recipes yourself. Is there somewhere where they can go?
To go get this stuff?
Yeah,
of
like,
course.
Where should they go?
Either Whole Foods, Publix. You can get all the ingredients there as well.
And if they're just looking for healthy recipes like that one, where would you suggest people?
Honestly, Pinterest.
Yeah.
Go look
Pinterest
up,
is a
if you
great
want to look
choice.
up any recipe, look up butternut squash. What can I do? There'll be different types of recipes that you can use and incorporate into any dish you want to do.
Okay, cool. What else do we need to talk about?
And that kind of stuff, it sounds a little scary, but I can tell you, my mom makes a gluten-free Thanksgiving meal, and
That's awesome.
people have no clue that they're eating gluten-free, and that she's made any substitutions, like substituting, instead of butter, putting sour cream in to cut some of the calories, using lower fat
Yogurt.
items.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Greek yogurt, anything like that, people will never even know. Just don't tell them.
Yeah.
They won't notice unless you tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to walk behind the counter and kind of go over some portions. We're not eating, we're not baking, but we're going to show you some examples of stuff that you might want to know if you want to get healthy Thanksgiving. Okay, follow Kyle or Romana or Kyle.
I'll be the caboose.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great.
Alright.
Okay.
Welcome to our empty
Yes.
dinner.
So,
No calories.
0. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't it look appetizing?
Oh,
So
yeah.
why are we looking at this?
So my big thing, I do enjoy, the traditional foods on Thanksgiving, but my big thing is
What's your favorite, Kyle?
sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
But my big thing is just portion control. So there's a good little rule of thumb you can use, but you do have in the palm of your hand all the sizes that you can use. So it's really cool to remember that about the size of your open palm is for your proteins. So that could be for your ham or turkey. And then if we go into a cupped palm, this could be the serving size for, let's say, the sweet potato casserole or green bean casserole. This is going to be some of your denser casseroles or carbohydrates.
Sides.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you go to a closed fist, which is about a cup, give or take. So this is going to be perhaps like a salad or maybe some raw vegetables if you want to throw those in as well.
Yeah.
Tofurkey,
Yeah.
same thing. If you're eating non-meat, if you're eating vegetarian, those rules still apply. So just use the protein rule for that actual serving. So anything that's used as a substitute, you're going to use that same rule as that palm.
Let's talk about raw, that you mentioned raw. How important is that, or better for you to, do the raw vegetables or the salad versus cooked stuff?
I would say if you're having a Thanksgiving meal tomorrow, you should be sure that there's some sort of green item on the table, there's something fresh on the table, something to supplement some of the bad choices, the things that we love, so we can enjoy those a little bit more by eating a little bit of the healthy stuff. So encourage your entire family to pick and choose and have somebody that says, I'm going to do a kale salad, or I'm going to grab a salad. It doesn't even have to be kale if everybody doesn't like kale. Just something that's maybe living, breathing, green vegetable that
natural.
will make you feel better.
Right?
Yes,
Raw.
from raw.
And this is raw.
Yes.
There it is. See, you can blend it up. That's a Thanksgiving dinner. That's actually what we made her.
I just blended everything together.
It's not 4,500 calories either.
Okay, so we went over like the size of your hand. I don't think that really like works with mine though. Like if I just ate the size of this hand, probably not. So we're gonna go like Kyle's hand as a
General rule of thumb. Yes.
Okay, so you're saying like the main meal could this portion size fit here,
Yep.
and then like the sides like
Exactly.
this. Okay.
And then another thing is, this is a typical sized dinner plate, but another great way, let's say if you had a smaller serving size of a plate, so that would be another opportunity to cut out calories so you don't end up, filling your entire plate. Just
Or like starting with the salad, like
Yeah.
you said, like to start with the salad, not with like all the dairy and the ranch or
Exactly.
something like that. But I think that works when you start with a salad for any meal. It kind of fills you up a little bit so you don't go
Teases
crazy.
the app like an
Yeah.
appetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or you can do vice versa and have the meat first and then
Yeah.
refresh yourself at the end with salad. So you don't feel so gross afterwards.
And most people are going to have desserts and they're going to have a smaller plate. So if you really want to challenge yourself and you're worried about overeating, grab the dessert plate and put your dinner on the dessert plate. It's very hard to overfill unless you make a volcano of food, which don't do that, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And if you want to, that's your prerogative. But take the small plate, get the sizes that will fit on the plate, and then go back for seconds, and then you'll have a little more portion control, because not many people are going to go back, no matter what the size plate is, 3, 4, 5 times.
Okay, and since we're into fitness here, yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when should you be working out if you're going to work out at all? Does it matter, like in the morning before you do maybe some potential damage, or at night? Like,
I think there's 2 great opportunities here locally, the Turkey Trot and the Grateful Gobbler. Sign up for one of those. You can walk, you can run, and it's a charity event. So the money goes here locally, stays here locally. You're helping people, you're helping yourself, and you're prepping yourself to be able to eat. Hopefully not the 4,500 calories, but maybe more like 2,000 calories. Something reasonable.
what are those two? What are
So
those?
there is a race that's the Grateful Gobbler, and that is tomorrow morning starting, I think, at 7. If you go onto Facebook and just type in Grateful Gobbler, you'll find all the info there. And then there's the Turkey Trot, which starts at the Sports Barn on Lee Highway. And you can sign up. I'll be there as well. We'll be running.
Come say
So, come say hi to us.
Guys, inspiring.
Yeah, so and that starts early in the morning tomorrow around 7 or 8. I can't remember the exact time, but again, if you go onto the Sports Barns website or go to Turkey Trot, you'll be able to see all the information. Kidney Foundation is who that goes to, and the Grateful Gobbler is for housing opportunities.
So there's lots of local stuff going on.
Very much so.
Yes.
I know at Kyle House Fitness.
Yes.
And a lot of other studios too.
Yep.
They have the day after.
Yeah, most studios do 1 class to 2 classes the day after. Turkey burns, turkey tones. What was the one that you saw the other day?
Damage control.
Damage control. Really anything. You can look at local gyms. There's Hotspot Yoga. There's Kyle House Fitness. There's different CrossFit opportunities. So whatever your flavor of fitness is, find something to do on Friday.
Okay. Let's get back to the food real quick. Okay. So people traditionally eat, like you said, you like to eat the traditional Thanksgiving food.
Yes. Yeah.
So is that okay? But we're just saying keep it in portion control, or you could go vegan or gluten free.
Yeah.
And maybe
Everything in moderation, I think, is the
Everything in
best choice.
moderation,
Like,
yeah.
don't, if there's a tradition or there's anything like that goes with your family, or there's something that you want, this is just one time. But we have to remember that it's not just one time because we have the holidays coming up. So you've got holiday parties coming up. A lot of times we trick ourselves and say, oh, well, it's just one day. And we forget that it continues throughout past probably January 1, all these different parties we're
And then
going
you see
to.
all the people like rushing for the gym.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Start now and you won't have to do as much in January.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's everyone's favorite Thanksgiving food? What's your favorite thing?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gluten-free mac and cheese. It's gluten-free mac and cheese, but it's
Really?
still, it's not that healthy. My mom makes a very rich, nutritious mac and cheese. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
You've heard mine. Mine's the sweet potato casserole.
Right.
Extra. What is that? The candy.
You
topping
like
on top.
sweets.
Yeah, I'm a sweet eater. So
Brown sugar, pecans,
in
all
moderation,
that.
of course.
You can substitute the brown sugar for a light Splenda brown sugar or something like that, or a low-calorie, all natural maple syrup as well.
Okay, cool.
Dirty rice. So my
Oh,
mom does this
yeah.
New Orleans type of style dirty rice, and it's mixed grains, and then some beef in there, and some chives. It's amazing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds really good.
You?
How about you, Leslie?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, choose.
actually, I know, I am one of those people who likes salty more than sweet. So
Okay.
I'm opposite.
Mhm.
So I like a really good homemade stuffing with like celery
Ooh.
and
Yes.
not a lot of
Sounds so
dairy,
good.
but I'm like one of those people that I like carbs. I like pasta. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
I like
Stuffing
the
and dressing.
Yeah.
Stuffing and
yeah,
dressing.
sodium, you know, all
Stacks
that
on
good
stacks
stuff.
on stacks.
And then
of
I
it.
need to like go hit the road. When I used to live in Florida for years, that's where I'm from. It would be so warm on holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas. I would go run the lake, and it was you see, you know, when you live in these warm climates, and I mean it's not that cold here yet, but California, Florida, it's so easy to run it off or to like go work it off. And I feel like kind of here it's getting cold. You want to stay inside, and that's when the pounds start.
Yeah.
So what would you advise for people like that? You know, like they just kind of get that, it's cold, I'm just gonna wear big clothes and chill out at the house, and they don't want to go work out as easy as it is when you can just walk outside.
One of our family traditions is after we eat, we go outside and we walk, we bundle up, we walk, we go walk around, we have a little bit of acreage in Saudi Daisy, and we walk around in the woods and we play with the kids and do stuff like that, and then we have a bonfire. So it's little stuff like that. I mean, instead of just saying sedentary and maybe watching a movie, get up and move around.
Yeah.
Even just a simple walk for 20 minutes tops, maybe.
Yeah.
You can watch football, but you can also play football. So if you love to watch football, go play a little bit of football before the game starts or at halftime, whatever you want to do.
How about you guys show us some more? I mean, I'm really making them work today. So some more like simple workout stuff you could do.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
Body
Let's
squats.
do
We can do some
Cool.
Let's do it.
We'll turn it around.
Really making them work. Work for it. Work for that meal.
Hey, you want to lead us through some stuff?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. We'll do some easy stuff here.
So here's a couple of easy body weight exercises. So just simple body squats. So finding your feet about short distance apart. Now from here, they're just going to sink down into a squat to make sure hips are pushing back, weight in the heels, and then coming back up to a standing position. Spine is nice and long and tall as you come into the squat. So if you guys want to just crank out, what do you think? 10, 15?
10. 1 pecan pie, 2 pecan pies, 3 pecan pies, 4, 5, 6. What is this? A Big Mac? Have I burnt a Big Mac?
Almost.
7, 8, 9. Is that 10? Yeah. All right. You do that after every plate, I guess. Before and after every plate. Okay.
Perfect.
Another one.
New tradition. So let's see, this is concrete, but however, a plank is a wonderful exercise
Always.
to get the core involved. So you can either do this on your hands or elbows.
I
So-
can do this one.
Oh, you're going down?
Yeah.
We're
I'm
doing
doing
this?
Let's do this first in a high push-up position.
All right.
So what we're looking for here is arms extended, shoulders, elbows, wrists in a nice line. Spine is nice and long and tall. And then finding just a nice, steady, comfortable breath here too. So,
So we're hanging out here.
yes.
So just, hey, what's up? Cool interview. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having
We
us.
could like, we could put a plate down.
Yes.
Like,
Take a
1 by 2 by 3 by 4.
And this could also be done, let's say, if your wrists are bothering you, this could be done on the elbows as well. So if you want to demonstrate just the forearm plank or elbow plank, you can come down. So this is just the other variation of the plank, down here, down low. So opportunities for everybody. Another option here, let's say if you need a a little bit more stabilization, your knees can come down to the ground as well. So that is another option.
Yes.
So,
Thank goodness.
That's wonderful.
No, planks are awesome though, just to get your core.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. Do that at home.
Yeah.
You can also do some yoga.
Yep.
Exactly.
Some yoga. And you can challenge the kids, have fun, go out. There's usually kids around at most holidays.
Yes,
So
they
go
will
outside,
work
play
you out.
ball,
Mhm.
grab a football, grab a basketball, do something outside. It's not
Yeah.
that cold. So.
Cool.
Sun at 0
Yeah, yeah. We have short sleeves and tank tops on.
Yeah.
We're
It's not cold just yet.
So does anybody do something really like wacky or out of the ordinary on Thanksgiving as far as being healthy, or not so much? Is there anything? I know you have like your mom's traditional meal.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have some sort of tradition.
Something crazy.
Yeah, something different.
It's kind of very just turkey, ham. She did one year mac and cheese, like with blue cheese.
Oh,
was
wild.
different.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Our Christmas is a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
One of my family members makes
Yeah.
baklava, which
Oh,
is very
that's nice.
unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a phyllo dough with pecans and caramel and cinnamon. It's a Greek dessert.
Oh, yeah.
But from her family, and they just brought it down, and they make it every single year. Yeah.
And then I've got a big German heritage, so my mom usually makes Blaukraut, or the blue cabbage
Oh,
dish,
cool.
and then my grandmother has like a nice. The German potato salad is a bit more warm and vinegary versus the
Yeah.
mayonnaise and mustard base.
Well, cabbage is healthy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Good stuff. Shakeen, our web producer, what's your fave?
Oh, my favorite. I love dressing.
Yes.
Dressing.
I love
Yeah.
It's
this.
another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. My aunt makes the best. So like, I probably eat dressing maybe 3 times a year,
Yeah.
and it's all Thanksgiving and leftovers. So that's about it.
And leftovers, that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we're gonna talk about leftovers.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Talk a
leftovers.
little bit about what
Yeah,
we can do with our
leftovers.
leftovers instead of eating them right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you can portion control your meals throughout the
Okay.
week, whatever you have left over. For me, what I do, I'll do 4 ounces of turkey, and then I'll do a cup of veggies, and then a half a cup of carbs, and then I'll just portion control that throughout the week.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So that's the way to really portion control your meals.
Tupperware is the solution.
Yeah.
Right when you get done with your meal, put everything into Tupperware.
Yeah.
And
seal
then
it.
fill it up, put it up in the fridge,
Don't
and
forget about
then
your portion control, so you can use
That one too. Yeah.
anything like that or scale. Yes.
Yeah.
And voila.
yeah.
What about reheating? That's my thing with Tupperware. Reheating meat. What's
So-
the best way to do that?
You can do it in the oven or on the stovetop. So
Okay.
if you want to do it on the stovetop, you can do it for like 3 to 5 minutes on the stovetop. The oven's going to take a little bit longer, like 20 minutes in the oven at like 350.
Do you just wrap it in aluminum foil, or what do you do?
You can put it in, I like to put it in a glass tray
Okay.
and then just open.
Cover it?
Yeah, the top is open.
Okay,
Yeah.
really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think that's, and don't steal the Tupperware. If you're at
Oh my
people's
gosh,
houses.
please.
And don't put everything in those butter tins. Spend like 5 hours at grandma's house trying to find what's actually food and what's actually butter. You don't know
I think
what's
that's
what.
a grandma exclusive.
Is that a grandma exclusive?
Because all grandmas do that. I feel like.
Ah.
Okay, are there any like last minute points to get across that we're missing? Anything?
I would just say, if you are wanting to stick to a plan, or you just have this idea of wanting to have portion control, just make sure, little pointers, just stay out of reaching distance from maybe the buffet table, or stay out of the kitchen where that's where typically all the food is. Say no.
Oh.
Yes.
And then alcohol in moderation too, because calories can add up really quickly there too. So
Yes.
those are my 2 little pointers.
And have fun.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
A lot of water.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't
Water.
stress too much about eating too much. Just
Yeah.
realize that there is an
Yeah.
opportunity to say, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Don't wear the spandex pants. Don't
Yeah.
wear
And get
anything.
yourself ready.
Yeah,
Don't get
don't.
ready.
If you're prepping for the meal, you put too much work and thought into this. Like, wear your regular clothes and just eat and
Yeah.
eat until you're happy. Just make sure happy isn't 9 Big Macs,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Biggest
That's
thing
easy. That's an
too,
easy rule.
Eat slow, and then you'll
Yes.
get full.
Right.
That's our problem. We just jump in and eat everything at once.
Yes.
Maybe it's maybe you try talking to your family. Not
Yeah.
Yes. Don't be on your cell phone
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh yeah, put the cell phone away.
Look
don't
up
go
on
to
the
work.
cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to work.
Yeah, just check
Yeah.
social media for Times Free Press stuff. Then
That's
put
right.
the phone away.
That's right.
Go talk to your family, then go back to Times Free Press Facebook page and check that out again. You'll stay up to date with everything you need, and then you can go back, don't eat anymore, and go play outside.
Right.
Yes.
I'm debating on what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So stay with us.
Yeah.
Somebody will be there. So, all right. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays.